Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Margarita and today I am here to bring you my August/NEWTs TBR. So I will leave the information down below for all of the NEWTs readathon things, but it's a month-long readathon where you basically take your nastily something wizarding tests, the tests that you take after your OWLs. So let's just get into it. The career that I could have had with the OWLs that I passed were either a journalist or a seer. So I'm going for the career of a seer. I'm hoping to do more. Hopefully I'll also be able to do the career of a journalist, get those NEWTs also. But my main goal is to do the career of a seer. And for that, you have to get, what is it? You have to get an O, which is an outstanding in divination. And that's 3 books. So here are the 3 books for that. The first one is to read a white book, and for that I have picked The Salmon Who Dared to Leap Higher by An Do-hyun. And honestly, I don't know what this is about. I know it's a translated work from a Korean poet, and I'm just really excited. I know it's about salmon. That's all I know. But it's a beautiful cover, and it's white, and I am very much looking forward to it. It's short, and I'm here for it. The next prompt, to get an E, you need to read a short story or a collection of short stories. So for that, I have picked Mouthful of Birds by Samantha Schwaben. And this is just a short story collection. I don't know a whole lot about it. The cover's absolutely stunning. Again, it's on the shorter side. It's under 200 pages. So I'm really hoping that it's going to be amazing. It says that they're haunting and mesmerizing and just really cool. So I'm here for it. I know. I'm so bad at giving synopses of books that I don't know what they're about, because it's easier for me to tell you what it's about in my own words after I've read it. I'm sorry. I know. The last challenge is to get an O is to read the last book you bought or took from your library. So I recently have bought a lot of books, but even more recently I went to the library with my friend Sarah, and there I picked up a ton of books. But for that challenge, I'm going to do The Bride Test by Helen Huang. This is the sequel to The Kiss Quotient, which is a contemporary romance. This follows the side character from The Kiss Quotient, and I believe that the main character is on the autism spectrum, and I'm just here for it. It's going to be a good time. So those are all of the books that will complete an actual career for me. On top of that, I would also like to get an O in Care of Magical Creatures, because I feel like that is my main love. And during the OWLs, I actually was in a horrible reading slump, so I did not read as much as I know that I could have. So I'm going to cheat a little bit because I did not get my OWL for Care of Magical Creatures, but I'm still going to try and get an O in Care of Magical Creatures during this readathon, because I just want to, and I'm going to. So the first challenge, to get an A, you need to, the prompt is follow the spiders. Why couldn't it be follow the butterflies? You have to read a book title that starts with the letter A for Aragon. And for that, I chose Aquacorn Cove by Katie O'Neill. This is just the sweetest little graphic novel about aquacorns who protect the ocean and, taking care of the ocean and how that affects our planet and, being a good person. The art is stunning. Look at these end pages. I mean, look at that little aquacorn. So cute. Okay. The next prompt, to get an E, you have to read a book under 300 pages, and honestly any of the books I've chosen so far could have fit for that, but I'm going to read Hook's Tale by John Leonard Peelmere, I think that's that last name. Anyway, this is a Peter Pan retelling, and it's going to be from the point of view of Hook, and I have read quite a few of those recently, and I've really enjoyed them. So I am definitely excited to read this. I'm hoping it will be a good time. The last prompt, to get an O, you have to grab onto Fox's Tale, read a book with a bird on the cover, and for this I chose The Sisters of the Winter Wood by Rena Rossner, and as you can see there's a swan right there. This is supposed to be a fairy tale-esque story and set in these dark woods, and these two sisters that I don't know what they can do, but it's supposed to be magical, and I'm just really looking forward to it. This book is absolutely stunning. Sorry about that. I'm so white compared to this book. But this cover is absolutely stunning, and I've had my eye on this book for a while, and I cannot wait to finally dive into it. So last but not least, I have some other books here that I want to read. Some of them fall into prompts for the NEWTs for the OWLs that I did pass. And my goal after I finish those books is to actually at least get an it's A for acceptable. Words are hard today. I was out on a call until 4 a.m. So I did not get a lot of sleep today. Please excuse me. But I want to get at least an acceptable in all of the classes that I pass my OWLs in. So some of them fit for that. Some of them I just really want to read, and this is a good time. So for an A in herbology, you have to, it's Mandrake. Quick, put your headphones on, listen to an audiobook. So I recently found the audiobook for My Year of Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh from my library, and there was no wait list, so I picked it up. I just started it today, but that's why I chose this book. It's because I found the audiobook for it, and I've really been interested in reading it. So far, from what I can tell, this is the story of our main character. Does she have a name? Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Her name's not on the back. But our main character is this super wealthy, beautiful, successful woman who has fallen into, I'm assuming, this major depressive spell because she refuses to leave her house unless she absolutely has to. So it is that story. And I'm only like 20 pages in. I'm not that far. But so far, I'm enjoying it. The audiobook is really good. It's about 7 hours long. So I will fly through that in a day or two. So definitely enjoying that. The next book that I have, I know it fills one of the challenges. I don't remember which one right now. But that is The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. This could also fit for the A in herbology because I'm also listening to this as an audiobook. This follows our main character, Lenny, whose parents decide to move to Alaska because her dad is a POW from the Vietnam War. And ever since he's come home from war, he has had a really, really hard time adjusting back to life, like normal life. He suffers from PTSD, which they don't know at that point in time, I guess, what it is. And so he has nightmares, and he's constantly drinking, and sometimes he's violent because he's scared. He has these flashbacks. So one of his buddies from the war leaves them a piece of land in Alaska. So his great idea is, we're going to move to Alaska and live off the land, and I will be better in Alaska because I'll be away from the craziness of society. So this is the story. Alaska, 1974. Where I am right now, they are in the heart of an Alaskan winter, and there's no one there to help them, and things are starting to not go well. So far, really enjoying this book. Definitely a good one. So, last but not least, this, I don't care if it covers a challenge. I saw it at the library, and I had to have it, and I had to read it. This is my biggest priority right now because I'm trying to finish it before my birthday party so I can give it over to a friend who really wants to read it. And that is Middle Game by Seanan McGuire. This book so far is absolutely amazing. I am almost 150 pages in. It basically follows, it's really hard to describe, but from what I have understood so far, there are these alchemists who are trying to create different laws like the law of chaos and order and those different types of like laws in the world. I'm doctrine. They call it the doctrine, and they're trying to put those laws into people so that they can then control the world. And we follow two of the children that they do this to as they grow up and come into their powers. And it's very, very interesting. It's so good. I love Seanan McGuire's writing. It's just, I love it. And again, I don't care if this follows any challenges, if this is the only thing I read all month. This is my main priority for the month. I love it so much. Cannot wait to finish it. So those are all of the physical books that I have picked out as of this moment. I also have an entire section of books picked out for if I get through these and I need more challenges to complete, because I would like to try and complete as many NEWTs challenges as possible. But I don't know if I'm going to get there yet, so I'm not going to show them yet. But those are the books that I have chosen for my NEWTs. Let me know in the comments down below if you are also participating in the Magical Readathon and doing your NEWTs. If you've read any of these books, your thoughts and opinions on these books, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!